Good afternoon, everybody, and yes, at long last, I'm back. I'm sorry, I was taking a breather from basically everything because my mind was just too out of it to even comprehend much of anything. So, first of all, I guess I should talk about the long Easter weekend. So, on the Friday, hold on. When the fuck was Easter? I don't remember when Easter was. Okay, so it was probably, oh frick, hold on. Don't really tell me nothing. Okay, so from about the 14th till the 17th, I was away for the long Easter weekend, and I managed to... Sorry, my nose is itchy at the moment. Okay, so long Easter weekend was, it started on Good Friday, so the 14th of April, and we, as in my boyfriend and I, we went down to Canberra for the time. He had Friday off. Obviously it's a public holiday in Australia. I don't know what it is everywhere else, but if you guys could put that down in the comments, that would be a big help to me. So we went down to Canberra for the long Easter weekend, and we spent some time, one with his family, and I spent some time with my friends Chan and Tanya. We were both sick for the week before, so we weren't feeling too crash hot. My boyfriend ended up getting sick from work, and he brought it home with him, so by extension, my dumbass got it. So over the long weekend, I took time to recuperate, to get over being sick, essentially. So I'm still a little bit coughy, I'm still a little bit phlegmy, but I am otherwise okay. So I took about 4 or 5 days off of actually doing anything after I got back. Apart from that one video, which I forget when I put up, but I've been taking a little bit of time to sort of to recuperate, to get my mind back to where it should be. One, because if I don't give in to my introverted nature some of the time, so if I'm around people all of the time, I feel very run down. I feel like I'm trying to fight a battle that I'm not going to win. So I need time to myself, as well as time to spend with my boyfriend, as well as time to spend doing household chores, as well as doing YouTube in between all of that. So it's very very trying for me personally to try and get as much possible done, especially if I sleep like 18 hours a day. Then I have to spend like an hour or two doing everything else, and then spend as much time as possible getting stuff done for YouTube. So it's not difficult, it's just a little bit time consuming, and I'm not complaining, I'm just putting forth my thoughts. So as well as being an introvert and needing time and space to myself, I also have chronic fatigue syndrome. So all the time I spend sleeping is basically gathering what little energy I do have and spreading it out as thin as possible. So the weekend I spent just basically recuperating and being around my friends and talking about things, hashing things out with them, because we have something coming up in May, which you'll find out on the day, funnily enough, that I leave to go to this thing. So the jumper that I'm currently wearing is another thing that I wanted to talk about. So I know you can't read it, so I'll put a little image or something down below so you can see it front and back. But the jumper that I'm wearing was made by Chambi, or created by Chambi, so that she and all of the rest of us going to this thing have the same thing. So it's basically squad goals without being hashtag squad goals. But she made one for each of us. It has our name, our nickname, and our birth date or birth year on the back. Obviously my nickname is Shanny. I like to be called Shanny. If you call me anything else, well, everything except Shaz is fine. You can call me Shay, you can call me Shan, you can call me Shanny, you can call me Zoidberg if you want. But that one came from my dad. Funnily enough, my dad gave me a nickname while I was still little, so something about Futurama in there. But yeah, no, I have a lot of nicknames, and the one I go for the most and the one I'll react to the fastest is Shanny. If you call me Shannon Louise Gower, then I know I'm going to be in trouble, and if I'm in trouble, I'm probably going to scuttle away like a little crab. But yeah, so getting back on topic before I get completely off topic and veer off into something else. Long Easter weekend, spent recuperating. Chan, Tanya, and we did a video together. It's on Chan B's channel, so if you want to know what went on with that, I will put a link in the description down below. If I don't get to that stage where I put it in the description, I'll put it in the comments instead. So the long Easter weekend was filled with lots of talk, lots of bouncing ideas off, trying to keep Tanya awake so that, you know, she can be a part of freaking Mozzie. I had a little bit of a scare over the weekend. No pregnancy scares, thank God. But no, so I was reading up on something that's been happening in Australia recently. Well, not recently, it's happened in the last 6 or 7 months. So there's a flesh-eating disease that's passed on through mosquitoes going around in Australia, and as you know, Australia is surrounded by water, and we also have like pools and things like that. Summers get very hot here. So Melbourne is a hotspot for that, and a lot of the areas where you have stagnant water in Australia are hotspots. So it's been quite freaky reading up on this flesh-eating disease, and knowing that, you know, we're so close to stagnant water. It's kind of it kicks my paranoia up a notch. So normally I'm quite distrusting of the people in my street, I guess, mainly because I know what some of them do. I don't know them very well, so I'm not inclined to talk to them. I have to say this because not many of you people know, and probably when you watch the content, you probably think, oh, she's quite an outgoing person. In retrospect, I'm not an outgoing person. I never try to be. If I enjoy a game, I will be more outspoken about it. I will be more rambunctious about it, I guess. But I'm not in any frame of mind. No, that's not the word I was going for. I'm not a very extroverted person. In fact, when I was going through a few things and I had gone to counselors, they had said to me to do this test. It was like the 16 personalities, but a little bit different. It was on paper and I had to answer with the first thing that came into my mind. So I had found out that I'm an INFJ, so an introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging person. That's my personality, in a nutshell. But I try not to judge people. Like, I don't make it a habit of judging people. So that sort of part of my personality is left in dust. Whereas my introverted, intuitive self is very much out there. So I'm a very intuitive person. If I speak to someone, I generally know what they're feeling, even through messages, even without like emojis and things. The more I am in contact with person, the more I'm friends with someone, the more likely it is I will know how they're doing without actually knowing how they're doing. Go figure. But yeah, so I'm an introvert, which means I need a lot of time to myself. I also need time if big things are happening, such as friends in Bathurst moving and my boyfriend having a little bit of trouble with his mental health, and not telling me when he needs his meds. I'll smack that boy. But no, I'm an introverted person, so I need a lot of downtime. If I don't get that downtime, I'm very easily irritable. I get frustrated quite quickly, and overall I just become silent. So if I'm not talking enough for you lovely extroverted people out there, I do apologize. It's not in my nature to be talkative, so to speak. I try to keep my emotions and thoughts and opinions to myself, especially with all the things going on in the world at the moment. I have a lot to say about it, but I don't say a word. But yeah, so Easter long weekend was time spent recuperating from being 1, sick, and 2, not having to deal with everyday life shenanigans, basically. But when I came back, I had a backlog of videos which I have since put out, most of them anyway. But I wasn't really feeling up to talking about anything. I was doing reviews for another channel. Well, I'm still doing reviews. I need to remember to find some more indie games. But if you guys want like reviews, genuine, honest opinions on games, then I would switch over to the CFN channel, or the Computer Figure Network. Computer Figures Network channel. If you like what you see there, go and subscribe, go like the videos, go comment, go for high helter about a lot of things. If you have a differing opinion of what was said in the video, let us know. We're not afraid to, tell our thoughts and feelings and whatnot about the games at hand. Especially seeing as I am like the horror game person, so if you have any indie horror games that you would like to see reviewed, pop on over there, let us know. We also have a Discord. I'm not sure if I should put the link to that in the description, but we do have a Discord for the channel. We've been building it up quite quickly, or I should say Computer Figure has been building it up quite quickly. So we have that, and we have the channel, we have gaming reviews that go on there, we have gamer dev interviews that will go on there some of the time. Excuse me. Oof. Damn. Fizzy drink is not a good thing. But yeah, so that's one of a few things I wanted to talk about today. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is the jumper that I'm wearing. So, pretty sure most of you have seen on my Twitter, on Tumblr, a few other places that I can remember doing it from, but I'm wearing a jumper. Let me just shift this on over. So, this jumper, yes, it has the word crazies on it. Me and my friends are a little bit nutty, so, but it also has, don't mind the monkey on the back, it also has, don't mind the cat hair too, so it also has my date of birth, well, my year, birth year, and my nickname on the back. Oh. The only problem I have with this jumper is that it doesn't have pockets. But no, so this jumper is going to be worn to the thing that's happening in May. So be on the lookout for that. I will be putting out daily videos while I'm there, as well as making sure I have videos already scheduled. But yeah, so lots of things going on, lots of excitement, lots of emotions flying everywhere, and I don't know where the hell to put myself. So I am going to be taking time and spending as much time as I can getting ready for the thing in May. I'm also going to be making sure that I have enough content for you guys so that it isn't like I'm abandoning the channel, because I'm not. This channel is like my baby. It's one of the things that I want to concentrate on, and I want to be wholeheartedly about it, not mamby-pamby half time. This is essentially what I am working towards. I'd like to get to about 200 subscribers, 250 subscribers, and do something special for you guys. I know that I still need to do the 100 subscriber thing, but I'm working on ideas for that. The one thing is that when I have an idea and I nut it out and it doesn't pan out the way I want it, then I scrap it, basically. What else is going to be new on the channel? There are going to be a lot more indie games. There are going to be a lot more games that are child friendly. But for those of you who really look forward to like the horror games and all of that, I won't be stopping doing those. In fact, I'm looking at starting on Frambo, and later on when I'm able to get it, I will I'll be doing both Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together. I'll try and coerce Chan to to do that with me, if our computer is up to it, because we all know what happened with Rocket League. she had a lot of lag, so she couldn't put it up on her end. She did show me a snippet of the video, and no, I wouldn't have, no, too laggy. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Rocket League and the only Rocket League video that I have on the channel, go and take a look, because some of the content in that is funny. Even I have a little bit of a giggle looking back on it. If you guys don't see something in the channel, or it says that it's, you know, restricted or whatever, please do let me know so that I can send, yeah, just, you know, if for whatever reason you can't see anything, just let me know, and I will hash it out as best I can. But I'm also thinking of ideas for other things. So many of you may not know this, but I've started up a DeviantArt channel, or not channel, account. So a lot of the artwork that I put on there is going to be a little bit not safe for work, I guess. Like blood and all of that is going to be in the things, thanks to the music that I listen to. Yay! But you may have seen the fact that I was putting songs of the day up on Twitter. That's basically an overall of how I'm feeling for the day, or how I want to feel for the day. So if you guys do see that and you take a little bit of a squizzy, just know that that's me saying without words how I'm feeling. What else? What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, the monkey on my shoulder. Be prepared to see this little fella a lot more. Here, I'll show you. So, it's a hand warmer. It's a hand warmer cover, I should be saying. But I have an absolute adoration for anything that has to do with the primate colonies. So, orangutans, chimpanzees, spider monkeys, anything relating to these cute little buggers. I have a love for them. Hearing about the orangutans, the deforestation of their homes, it made me very upset. There's not much that I can do about that except bring more awareness to the situation for them. I will say this, human nature, it's a little bit, yeah, I don't like the way some humans operate, and as much as I'd like to be opinionated on the matter, there's not much that I can do, because they're human at the end of the day. They make mistakes, we all do. But on a world scale, we should be concentrating on helping the poor. We should be helping the needy. We should be helping our planet actually survive, so our children and their children and their children's children can see things that we see and take for granted. That's all I'm going to say as a humanitarian. But yeah, be prepared to see this little thing on my shoulder a lot more. If it's not on my shoulder, it's going to be on my head. But apart from that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, or afternoon, depending on where in the world. Bugger it. You are. Bye.